Well, hello again, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Cardboard Crawlers RC channel. Hope all of you cardboard crawlers of all scales and nations are having a fine Monday evening in late January. Look what arrived in the mail today. Shout out to the crew at Sugar Bowl. I left this rig back there last summer when I thought I was going to be returning for winter, and I ended up not coming back. So they were so kind as to send this rig back to me. You'll notice it has a for sale sign on it. It was for sale. Any of the guys there at the shop could have bought it, but they're busy and they've got big trucks to play with, so it came back this way. If anybody's looking for a rig, she's a dandy. It's got a Grizzly Works LCG chassis. It's a version 2 electronics with an Endura Purple Pro motor in it, running in the normal configuration, magnet mounted in the front. Fenders are cut, no bumpers. I probably have bumpers laying around if you really need them. Running an Emax servo in this bad boy. It's got some Endura 16-hole wheels with some Maz designs. Sweet as beadlock rings with the scale hardware in there on some Endura Crawler Master MT all-terrain MTs. It is a runner, let me tell you. This thing it's running stock shocks laid back and laid forward with bands on it. And let me tell you, it just runs so dang good. I believe, and I could be wrong, but I think that we put some Gladiator stock shocks in there. So they're not longer, but they have a little bit stronger spring in them. And I'm running like a medium Goodies rubber band on all four of these. I just put brand new bands on it when it came home today. And brought it out to the rocks just to get a run in on it. I have some parts that someone sent me. I'm not going to give away where I got them from because I'm thinking about doing a build on this rig unless someone in the next 24 hours puts in a big offer on this rig to buy it from the channel. But I don't really see that happening. I believe there's brass rings in all four of these wheels. If there's not, I would supply some brass wings. It's got the ESC in the rear position, the battery in the forward position. It's almost a brand new truck. The way this truck worked out is I was running a lot of trucks last year. In our spare time, we had a rock crawling setup in our communal kitchen at employee housing. And we had a whole big, long picnic table style thing full of rocks. And one of the other operators there ended up buying a rig, but he wasn't really going to use. He goes to Mexico in the summertime. Shout out to Alex Witt, and he was not really gonna play with it much when he took it home. So I just bought it back for what he paid for it. I think I had let him use the wheels and threw the motor in there and whatever. He bought a stock rig and I had some spare parts and we threw them on there. I do believe it is running an Emax, and I have like a generic steering link in it. It's just a black steering link that comes with the it actually comes with the portal axles, and I just had something else on my portals, and it's like I said, had some spare parts laying around. We set this thing up, and man, it just works good. Look at the articulation nation in this thing, you know what I'm saying? Good runner, great truck, 304 grams, no battery. So 304, that's a dry weight. We'll call that a dry weight. 304 grams. Yeah, I could put some brass knuckles in it or whatever, but it runs so dang good the way it is. I mean, I almost don't want to put the chassis in it that someone sent me, and they sent me a brushless motor and a new ASC and all of these things, and I really want to build it up to, thank them for the parts and all that, but I just don't know. The thing runs so dang good. I'd rather just keep it as like a rig for the kids, when they don't want to, I don't know, man. I mean, if I build it up the other way, I'm going to end up putting it on my GT5, and right now it has its own version 2 controller to run it just fine. I love how quiet it is, how smooth it is, how well it runs through the rocks. Once again, I mean, we're running stock drive lines in this bad dude, stock links, stock axles. I do believe it has an overdrive. So that really helps it. And these I think they're 58s, and I believe they have like a 54 millimeter foam in them. So rocking and rolling. So hey, copy it down, write it down. If you've got yourself a version 2 JLU and you're trying to trick it out and make it run like a mother's, you know what I'm saying, in the rocks, you know where I'm going. It's an easy one. Wheels, tires, some beadlock rings, an Emax servo. I think they're $14 or $15 now for the Grizzly Works LCG kit, and they're even better than the one that this one has in it. And if you saw it going by, you see that the shocks are down in the stock location, or not quite the stock location, but they're in that forward location on the frame. I don't have them up into the, into the mounts where the LCG kit is, but you can see it right there on the frame in that rear position, and with the bands on there, boy, it's a runner. I had fun running this rig tonight. I like running most all of my trucks, and I remembered how well this one ran, and I'm so glad to have it back in the fleet. It really completes. You complete me, JLU, little JLU. What are we going to call you, the Bumblebee or the Wasp? Yellow Jacket. I don't know. You guys come up with a name in the comments. Remember, if you like this content, like, subscribe, share. Please comment. I love the comments. Such a good time. I enjoy interacting with each and every one of you. I appreciate all of you. Thanks so much for watching. It's always fun to make these little videos, and just having a good time out here in the rocks. Cardboard crawlers out.